Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It is Friday, December the 29th, the year 2017, the weekly wrap up, and might as well call it the yearly wrap up. Last trading day of the year. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope 2017 was a good year for you, and I hope 2018's even better. Well, let's take a look. Once again, money and risk management. Something you need to always practice. And as we saw, I believe it was yesterday, all the gaps had filled. And let's see, for some reason where were we? Weren't we on the franc yen, I think? I think that's what we were looking at this week. Somehow my screen got changed. Anyway, as you can see, we broke through the weekly previous week's high there. The weekly crossover, 196 pips from the beginning of the week. And you can see there's been a lot of movement here. We've got Canadian dollar, the big mover looks like next to the Swiss yen. Euros moved 153, pound 168. Lots of moves off that one simple weekly open trade, looking at that gap fill. Now, one thing you can look at here on the gap fill, I don't think I've pointed this out before. If the colors are the same, then that's the direction price headed. If the colors are different, then price filled and reversed. Well, I guess maybe in a way that's not true, because in this case it gapped down, so it filled to the red and kept going. So I guess it's just the opposite. Let me just double check that. Yeah, here we go. Here's the close. So it filled and then turned around. So I told you that went backwards. I didn't think it sounded right at first. So that's just another visual you can think about back of your mind. Okay, on the daily, we see here we broke out of yesterday's high. 17 pips to the good right now. And you can see here the daily closes an open difference, close minus open, pounds up 99. Let's see, the euro is up 78. Looks like the pound New Zealand dollars, the big winner there, 118 pips, just trading that one simple trade. And here's a take a look at it, the buy zone, a winner right there. Maybe you took some heat. Market's telling you, well, it didn't make a lower low than this one. Time to get out. Scratch that trade. Here's a buy. Few pips in the pocket. There was one quick reversal, scratch. Or if you took, even if you took the stop loss, you made it back on the next trade. Rat zone, as you can see here, price popped out of the rat zone right there. Nice move to the upside. You pivot point traders, here's the open, there's the pivot. It filled the pivot right there on during the first 4 hours of the Australian Asian session there. I guess the Australian session. And here we go, simple price action. Need I say more? And using just yesterday's, the 5 lines from yesterday, once again, simple, simple, simple. Wick zone trade, once again, price does not like to stay in the wicks. Comes in, comes out, comes in, comes out, comes in, comes out. And somebody asked something about they always wanted to do the opposite. They wanted to somehow, I think they said they wanted to short here and buy here. Well, that's okay when if prices going this way, yeah, you could take that buy. Yeah, right here, you could take that buy. You could take that buy. And right here, you could take that short. But remember, if it goes in, it wants to come out. So you just have to be careful. If you're trading into the zone, the stats are for going out of the zone. And speaking of zones, we've got the holo right here, highest open, lowest open. Should be obvious. Price comes in here, wants to reverse, gets up here, wants to reverse. And one thing on the holo, something you might want to keep in the back of your mind when you're doing the holo trade, if price is making a new weekly high, you might want to sit in that trade a long time. Or if price is making a weekly low and then reversing, because you could really capture like a couple of days worth of range. You just have to be able to let me switch time frames here. So once again here, if you capture that highest open, or let's see, where would be the lowest open here? Now the lowest open, I guess, would have been this one right here. But you see, if you would have captured this trade, it was coming off a low. This isn't the best example because of that spike. Maybe we can find another pair. Let's see. I think let's try the maybe the pound. Yeah, looks like the pound would be a little bit better here. So you come back here. See, this is the weekly open right here. So this would have been the lowest open for the week. You see, it was making a weekly low, and at the time, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was also the daily low. So trading a holo here, but as you notice, if you stay in this trade, this is the weekly low. You might want to sit in that trade a really long time if it doesn't test it, because you could have captured all of that, all of it. So that's just something to think about. So let's see, we were with the Swiss yen, and we were just looking at the holo. Okay, just looking at the trade reminder. And you can see here we're above the upper wick zone for the month. The month was turning up, meaning a bear candle followed by a bull. It's turning. Oh yeah, this was a squiggly from yesterday. So we look here, ending up the year. I hope my videos have helped you in some way, shape, or form. My indicators have helped you. I appreciate all the kind words and the support. There's still people out there trying to run me down, but I'm not going to pay too much attention to them. I'm going to pay attention to the people applauding rather than the few who are booing. That's just the way it's going to be. So I hope you and yours have a really happy new year. Be safe out there, and I'll see you next week for the 2018 kickoff. We'll start trading. And remember, fellow traders, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing off. to go drain the banks for a couple more hours this year and then see you guys next year.